So let's see what's up for Aquarius, Sun, Moon, and Rising. So if these messages do not resonate, always watch your Moon and Rising as well. All right. Well, nice 2 weeks in July. I'm really liking the energy around the Page of Cups and the Six of Wands. Wow. Emotional stability, emotional happiness, new emotional news coming forth, victory and success around your workplace, around your work, what you do, what you put out in the world. Happy. There's people that are supporting you in your work, and people that are supporting your ideas and what you've vested your time to in over the years. That's how it's coming to me, over the years. It's like you feel like you've been jumping through hoops, Aquarius. Some of you guys have. And like I said, if this doesn't relate to you, or you're not feeling like you're quite there yet, these energies are constantly moving. And in fact, we're having this major solar eclipse. I think it's August 23rd or so, and this is going to be a powerful eclipse. So my recommendation for this time period, I'm not an astrologer, but I do recommend that you all take a deep breath when things feel a little bit like you're on a boat and the waves are like very choppy, and you're just like, hey, I want it steady. So just remember to take that deep breath. Know that things will turn out in the end. The universe is just trying to shake us up, wake us up, and get us to the next level. So sometimes we need that, don't we? All right, but there is a good feeling here. This card also may represent a Pisces, Scorpio, or Cancer, Sun, Moon, or Rising. I feel them being very supportive of you. They make me happy. They make me cheery. I feel like that you have fun with them. You almost giggle with them. You think they're funny, or that you all just have some good laughs together. And it's in my third eye, I'm seeing playing cards, or maybe you're you're working with the tarot with each other, the tarot decks. You could be doing that, and you're just like, wow, these are so accurate of readings we're doing for each other, or you're amongst a group of people, but there's a lot of happiness and joy. And this feels like a Pisces. Of course, here's the fish. But again, it's a water sign. So there's a lot of emotional giddiness. You may be going on a car trip with a friend. I don't know. It just feels like something's making you happy. And you're going to see from this success, people acknowledging you. Could be, for some of you Aquarians, public acclaim. All right, so that's like big social status. It's large social status. It's also large like confidence building stuff that you need, that you want, that you're like, oh wow, this makes me feel good. I don't feel like you all are being egotistical. I feel like that it's building your confidence. The other side of this card, the negative of this card, is not realizing that, I'm going to use my wand, my selenite wand, that other people are supporting you and that they've helped you get to where you've gone and gotten. So if you have your own business, let's just say this, and you're the sole proprietor, and you're thinking, well, I've done so well. Well, of course there's been other people to help you. Maybe you've had an assistant somewhere on down the line, or maybe, you hired someone or to do your books, or someone that just really supports you and has encouraged you to move forward. So that's what this feels like. Nice last 2 weeks, Aquarius, of July. Let's see what the first 2 weeks of August look like. Okay, so a little bit different energies in the bridge card. Interesting. All right, and I turn it sideways because it is the bridge card. So let's take a look at this first. There's going to be a fire sign for a lot of you. This would be a Leo, Sagittarius, or Aries, Sun, Moon, or Rising. I took a deep breath after I said that. It's like I need to feel calm for a minute, because I feel like whoever this person is, yes, they could possibly be beneficial to you, but I feel like also some of you, they're driving you crazy. And this is not for every Aquarius, but for some of you, this Knight of Wands who's like super creative, super passionate, super on the go. Wow. Talking about taking a deep breath. So this person, the Knights are very adventurous. They love to, especially the Knight of Wands, loves to be on the go. The Knight of Swords is sort of like that too. The Cups and Pentacles are a little bit more staid and not, the horse isn't moving as fast. Let me just put it that way. But the Knight of Wands, he is fiery, he's passionate, he's wants to move things forward. And I feel like that's good in some ways, but I feel like there's some things that you are going to be considering and thinking about if this is the right path for you. Because here we have the Hanged Man in the first 2 weeks of August. Then we have the Four of Swords. So the Hanged Man is looking at things in a totally different light, taking that pause, taking that break. And it might be before this solar eclipse in August, which is going to be so very strong. It might be a good time for some of you to go on vacation if you haven't already, before the kids get back into school if you have kids. Or to go to the ocean, go to the beach, go to the mountains, take a retreat, go on a retreat, do something that enables you to take a rest, because that's what the Four of Swords talks about. It's interesting. This Hanged Man is a major arcana. So in the major arcana, he's saying, okay, time out. Let me reevaluate my life. Let me see where I am. He wants to come from a different point of view, right? So if you hold this card up, he's like dancing and there's light around him. He sees the light. So I feel like you're wanting to get to that point, Aquarius. You know you have some more steps to take. You know that this is happy, this is great, this is wonderful. But yet there's more to do. There's more to build upon that foundation that you are building up. Okay, so the Hanged Man says, take some of that time out. You might need the rest. Some of you might need to take that if you've been working hard, if you feel like you're catching a cold, a summer cold, or winter if you're in the southern hemisphere, a winter cold. But I feel like this first couple of weeks of August is for you guys a little bit less stress, a little bit go, a little bit less maybe to-do lists, and more of, it's just feeling more of using your intuition, your right brain imagination. Let's see if anything comes up in the crystal. And I'm just going to, this is the one I'm using. It's a sphere. Okay, for Aquarius. All right, so yeah, absolutely. I'm looking into the crystal, and I like to look to see what color auras are for each person, if I'm doing a reading for them or for a sign. For you, Aquarius, your crown chakra is coming up, third eye and crown. And I was just saying, use your intuition. Very much the purple indigo colors are very sharp for you. A little bit of the green. So this could be about coming from the heart space, but it's feeling like time out to use imagination, like I said, or to open up to the energies, to open up to, if you're working on your spirituality, you might want to have, any type of amethyst around you for psychic insights, right? We're all intuitive. And I feel like that's what this is all about. I feel like taking the time out so that you can really rest and not be moving so very much, so that you don't catch the synchronicities when they come up, so that you don't catch the signs, your guides, your angels, the archangels talking with you. So make sure and be open to that and to listen. All right, so going to pull a couple cards from the John Halla deck, just for clarification, and see what they... Okay, interesting. Well, this is the Tower card in traditional tarot. So yeah, okay, all right, we get it. Okay, so Hanged Man, Timeout, the Tower. Okay, they call it Disruption. All right, well, the Tower card is not so bad. Some readers think it's one of the more positive cards in the deck because when we let our walls come down, usually, this is of the Tower and there's people falling off and there's fire at the top. Well, this guy just looks disjointed. But this means that after he feels untied, this is a very dark card, really, isn't it? Compared to these others. Wow, it's just different. So after he lets his walls down, after things that don't serve him any longer fall away, or there is a sudden change, then enlightenment comes, positivity comes, or maybe that's already happened to you and that's why you're going, or in the midst of all this, going to happen, and that's why you're going to take this break, and it's for your best and highest purpose. Let's see what comes out for you guys. Well, the Sun card, so okay. Oh, wow. All three of these are major arcana in this particular deck. So we have the Sun card, we have the Temperance card, and we have the Tower. So there's a lot of hope, there's a lot of positivity. The Sun card, which they call it hope, is one of the most positive. So there's a lot for you to gain from doing this, taking that time to rest. And then the Temperance card is just knowing that, see how she's pointing her hands towards the sky. She's in water and she's trusting in the universe that things are going to be okay. All right. Okay, interesting. All three of your clarification were major arcana. All right, special messages for you, Aquarius. Okay, let me go ahead and add the cards up. We have pages 1, 6, 7, 8, and 12 is 26. And so, okay, well, that's perfect for the major arcana cards. I add both up numerologically and major arcana. 2 and 6 is 8. There's not a 26 in the major arcana. It stops at 21, but there is an 8, and the 8 is strength. The strength card with the woman and her lion, and she's petting the lion because she knows that she has the wisdom and the lion has the passion. And if they balance each other, then they have the strength together. They're two. Almost two forces to deal with, and so you have the inner strength. All right, and 8 in numerology is about infinity. It's about abundance. So taking the time to feel abundant and to feel like here, and then as August comes along, this would be the question: what can you do for yourself that helps you to feel more infinitely abundant? I know that's a play on words, but it just came out that way. What helps you to feel like you're moving your life in a direction that's not just the next day? I do say stay in the present moment, but that feels right for years to come or a year to come. Sometimes we don't know what's, years to come, but sometimes we know what 6 months to a year feels like, and how do we want to see things then? So I encourage you to do some visualization, imagination, visualizing how you want things to be, and see how the hands are pointed upwards, and there's a little bit of spiritual or religious indication in this card. So I feel like you guys are pointed that way, pointed in that direction. If it's about your health, take the time out, go to your local practitioner, doctor, whoever you see.